and welcome to the Reapers. So we are back on with our big campaign. We hope you're looking forward to the next day. It is now day 8. Before I pass over to Coffee to explain what's going on, I've just got to do the usual thanks. So thank you to Philip, no surname, just Philip, excellent man. Chuck Giro, thank you very much Chuck. Sanguis Angelus, that's an awesome name by the way, thank you very much. Chris Barnett and Liz Hannon, excellent work, you lot. An update on the hiring. We've had a really big response for new recruits, in fact way too big than we can possibly handle, and the annoying thing is that loads of them are really good and we want to take everyone, but we're extremely restricted, especially by just how DCS is working at the moment. It's simply we can't have many people in a game or it just crashes. So we're just going to start filtering, picking the best ones essentially, trying them out. If they get through, then they get through. But we'll update you later as we go on with the recruiting. Nothing else to add at the moment. Other than that, I'll pass you through to Coffee so he can tell us basically what's been going on for the last, day, I suppose.
Right, so day 7, you guys took out the armor training camp, which is perfect, and it's allowed the ground forces to push to Sukumi City, and the fighting is pretty active in there. Sukumi was taken out of commission the day before with a Tomahawk strike, and that's not really usable now either, because where Gudata was previously under bombardment, now Sukumi is, so the tide has turned in that regard. Gudata is finally starting the repairs on the runway, but it's going to take some time because the damage was very extensive and it was along the entirety of the runway. And again, Sukhoi 25s have been found in the Gudata hardened bunkers and some training amounts of KH-29s as well.
Cool. Right, if that's everything, Coffee, then we'll get on with the briefing, and if Red 4 can leave. So, let's proceed. So, starting with the nav brief, weather is fairly light today, still only at 3 knots, 15,000 feet clouds, 500 feet thickness. We've got loads of range, and cover and viz is okay. Airfields today, we've still got Makop and Sochi. Active runways are there, so make sure you keep an eye on that. We've had some instances of people taking off from the wrong runways, so make sure you get the right one. We still have our AWACS, which is the E2 Hawkeye, call sign Magic, and that's on 243 Alpha Mike. So moving on to the intelligence brief. As you all know, we're at war with the South. We've launched our amphibious invasion capturing Gudata, and we have pushed now beyond that and formed a safe perimeter, but we did lose 2 ships in the process. Our inventory is currently 60 Mirages and 40 F-15s, and as Coffee mentioned, we do have these 4 Su-25s at Gudata plus some KH-29s. However, we currently don't have the ability to use them because the runway is inactive, so that's something we have to take a note of later. In terms of targets, we only really have one today, which is the SA-3/6 site, which we believe might have been damaged in yesterday's mission. So it's looking pretty thin on the ground targets-wise, and I will get into that when we go through the actual plan. So flights that we have today, we've got myself and Trash in Hammer flight in Vigans. We have Tuvas at the head of the Harrier flight. We have Grinkle, who is taking an F5 out, and he'll be assisting some of the other flights. And then we have Anvil in the Gen 4 F-15s that will be providing area cap. The plan is as follows. Hammer Flight is going to do some low-level ELINT, so they're going to be operating fairly independently. Buick Flight is going to be doing recon. So as you've seen, we don't have any targets pretty much. The one we do have, we suspect, might be destroyed. So we are going to spend all of today finding out where SAM sites are, any large amounts of ground units, and trying to get as much information as possible about the area between our front line and Sukumi and Sukumi Air Base. And this will help us to inform our plans for future missions. Then we have got Dagger Flight, which is Grinkle in his single F5. He'll be assisting Buick Flight by doing wild weaseling and allowing the Harriers to find out where those SAM systems are. And then we have Chevy Flight, who will be doing area cap So protecting the fleet and protecting against any Gen 4 fighters that may try and attack the Harriers. So that is the plan.
Right, I have a question now. I have a 3-ship. Should we keep my mission objectives the same? So carry on with the Weaseling and Slow Cap?
Yeah, so yeah, do the Weaseling, and you're providing close cap to the Harriers pretty much. So rather than flying around, you're sticking with the Harriers. Because if they get pounced by somebody, you're the ones who need to jump in first to deal with that while the Harriers can disappear.
But I really do need the carriers to take off. I'm going to be turning the fleet.
Cool. Can people now break down into their flights, and flight leaders will give you the more detailed briefing as to exactly how you're going to achieve your respective tasks.
Alright, so I'm your flight lead for Buick Flight. Alright, so the plan for today, as Blood was mentioning, is primarily recon. We don't know where ground targets are at. We made a pretty hefty push towards Sukumi, but as a result, we don't know what's going on anymore. So our goal right now, as the Harrier Buick Flight, is we are going to get recon of the area, and whatever way we can get information about the enemy ground forces, we do it, but safely. So what I was thinking was, since we have 4 people in this particular flight, 2 Harriers can be dedicated to recon, while the other 2 Harriers can be dedicated to wild weaseling. So I was thinking, with the way I have the loadouts currently set up, myself and Gumbo, I've set up with, well, thought I did, with targeting pods, and Cap and Static can go in and try to wild weasel, and we'll try to spot missile trails to get latitude, longitude coordinates to Blasty.
Ava, are we taking side arms as well?
Yes, so the group of Harriers that are going to Wild Weasel will be bringing sidearms with them as needed to defend yourself, because if you get too deep into enemy territory, you might as well take something down with you. But ideally, you do not get that close. So the idea is that you'll get close enough to get RWR spikes on your, sorry, not spikes, but nails from ground units. Fly towards them ever so cautiously until someone sees a missile trail. You can launch a sidearm if you get locked if you have it, but priority is saving your airframe. We need to know where the enemy is at. That is the main objective here.
Levels 10, radar takeoff, brakes on, flaps auto. Confirm when ready. Roger, ready. Alright, spur up to 60%. 1, 2, 3, release, full throttle.
Okay, on to you can lead us out.
Okay, Dagger in position, go ahead and take up. Yeah, I'm ready. Rotate. Brakes on, throttle to 16. And when you take off, put your witch's hat in the arrows. You ready to go?
Affirm.
Rolling. Cap Chaos.
Chaos, you can go up on your own now. I won't be filming. Just I'll get it later. Off you go.
Alright. Alright, I got missile launches from the fleet. Iceberg is heading 240. Gonna head out to the Naval Fleet.
Magic, Dagger lead, 3 5s with heater armaments. We're pulling in and checking it.
Copy, Dagger. Magic, sending you to bearing 115, 50 miles. Large formation of bombers inbound to Sudati.
Confirm 115 for 50, sorry about that.
115 for 50 miles, correct.
Solid copy. Magic, Dagger, any update on those hostiles for us?
Dagger, Magic, turn heading 100 for 35 miles to intercept.
Solid copy.
Unit flight set. Your laser code to 1337 in case it's ever needed.
1337.
Magic, Dagger, can you give us any idea of an Angel source?
Enemy is at Angels 8. Dagger to Magic, they're breaking up formation and heading outbound, so they might be widespread.
Cons on our right, 3 o'clock.
Magic, you can disengage from the carrier cap and turn heading 4-5 towards the bullseye and proceed with your mission as planned. Magic, Buick, copy. Heading 4-5 to proceed with mission.
Fleet has sustained damage, loss of 2 times frigate.
Shit. And Cap, Terry cons, those are our friendly AWACS.
Affirm.
Alright boys, the recon flights are going to hang around the carrier fleet. Meanwhile, we'll try to get organized and get the Weasel flight to... Magic, can you go for Cap at fleet? Bearing is 160 for 85 miles. You have inbound mix, bearing 125, 20 mile, Angels 19. Gentlemen, be advised we have a broad readout for heading 088 for 40 at Angels 20. They're hot.
I've got 23 for 20 miles as well, they're closer.
Yeah, I think those might be the aircraft that were hitting our fleet. If they're hot, They're probably fighters that are further out. If they are flanking or cold, it's probably the air-to-ground group that hit our fleet.
Tiger Magic inbound.
Missile ahead.
135, 10 miles.
Your flight begin right-hand orbit.
More missiles. They're firing inland.
Yeah, we need our cat flight to take care of those guys. These ships should keep us protected. We need to stay in the cover of them. Magic Buick.
Buick, go ahead.
Is it still safe for Buick flight to begin mission?
Enemy from your position is bearing 25 miles. They seem to be disengaging at this point.
Copy. Alright, Buick flight. That doesn't seem safe enough. I feel like we need to wait for our cap patrol to be
We have one more enemy group bearing 80 for 40 miles. They are heading towards good data as well. They don't seem to be heading in your direction.
Dagger Buick.
Go ahead, Dagger.
Dagger Buick, are you guys capable of providing cap? Are you in the area already?
Negative. We have MiG-21s in the air over the target area. MiG-29 will be cancel, bring MiG-29. Be here at cancel. We are currently over Sachi at the moment. We should be able to cover for him.
Copy. Let us know when we can start heading in.
Copy. Tiger 2 Magic. You have enemy MiG inbound bearing 090 for 20 miles. Dagger Magic, if you can drag the enemy towards the southwest, I can factor in Anvil to support.
Magic, Dagger, can you give us a vector? My bird's effect to the fleet is our best hope right now.
Dagger effectors 155 to fleet 30 miles. Anvil Magic, bogey at 120 for 30 miles. Angels 22. Anvil Magic, new pop-up group bearing 100 for 30 miles, 2-ship flight.
Good flight. Number 2 bots. Let's use this opportunity to see where we can spot them on the position off target. I'm following you. So we'll maintain this orbit. I've got my autopilot locked in. If you Dagger, I have my 2 birds coming in now to Sochi to rearm and refuel.
Copy Dagger, go ahead for rearm and refuel.
Static, 2 bots.
Roger.
Can you do me a favor and take down these coordinates?
Yep, pass coordinate.
North, 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 3, 9.
That's too many numbers.
Alright, take it.
Anvil Magic, another pop-up group. Bearing 090, 25 miles, nose hot.
Alright.
Copy.
Alright, 2 bots saying again. North, 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 39. Sorry, 1 less 0.
So 430039.
0, 0, 0. So 0 times 3, 39. Read backwards.
430039.
No.
Add 1 more 0 before the 39er.
That is not a longitude.
That is what I'm reading.
6 digits only.
I'm seeing 7 digits.
Is that a Windows code?
Later. Say again.
Roger.
Alright, that's the north coordinate. East coordinate. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, pass information.
East 0 4 1 0 4 1 6 0.
Roger, 041041160.
Copy. That is the first enemy armor I've spotted so far. At least we have a general idea of where to look now. Field flight checking in. Is it still too hot for us?
Puke Magic, the situation's still hot and we're losing cap flight. We're down to 1 at this point.
Copy. Hanging back.
Puke flight, I am a ship-to-ship call. I am impossible ship-to-ship combat. Or, for some reason, my ship is launching harpoons instead of tomahawks.
Two box, copy. If you're firing harpoons, you probably are in a ship-to-ship battle. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, Buick Flight. While they are trying to sort out the airspace over Sukumi, we need to figure out what the hell Blasty is shooting at. We're going to continue in this orbiting pattern, but I need to change my focus to find coordinates of enemy ships. Actually, Gumbo, would you be able to change your targeting pods to see what's going on with the enemy ships?
All flights, absolutely.
You want me to have a search around? Yeah, please. And Static, can you provide assistance? Fly wing drum.
Yeah, Roger, let me find where he is.
I'll continue scanning the ground for ground targets.
Static braking to the southeast.
Puke Magic, you have no current air support. What do you plan? What is your intention?
Magic Buick, our intention is to stay safe and try to continue to gain intel about enemy armor from a safe position. We have coordinates for at least one so far, but it's just on the outer edge of what we've seen so far. We at least have an idea of where to start looking.
Magic copies.
Good, be advised. Subject will be in the area again shortly. Be about vector in, we'll try and keep them distracted. We probably don't have much of a hope engaging them one-to-one.
that area looks clear at the minute. I can't see anything over the water as yet.
I find it hilarious if the Harpoons were to hit Cobleti.
Group up, remember, stay safe. Try to remain in the firing dome of our naval fleet. Don't extend out too far if you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm going to head south a little bit.
Sounds good, stay safe.
Looks like the fleet has detected the target of opportunity and they're launching harpoons at it. It might be possible that you guys can investigate, see if you can help out with destroying a single frigate at this point.
Can we get a heading to that target from the fleet?
Buick, heading from the fleet is 120, 56 miles.
Copy, heading 120 from the fleet. Alright, boys. Alright, Buick flight. Now that we have a heading on where enemy ships are at.
Buick Magic, be aware, there might still be hostile air defenses. Be on the ready.
Copy. Please clarify, is that air-to-air defenses or ground-to-air defenses?
Buick, ground-to-air defenses might still be active in that area.
Copy. From the sea or from land?
Most likely from the land.
Copy. Alright, Buick flight.
Back on site, we have one requesting back to the fleet.
Cap 2 miles, leveling out.
Tiger Magic, heading 150 for 55 miles.
150 for 55, copy.
Yeah, Buick 2 Sutton heading towards Cobleti at the minute.
Alright, Gumbo, try to stay safe. Let's regroup. We're not currently outfitted for anti-ship missions, but we do want to get sight on those ships. If you can get sight on the ships in that direction, get the coordinates and then get out of there.
Roger that, I'll keep you updated.
Buick Magic, from your current position, the target of opportunity is bearing 100.
Copy, 100.
Yeah, I'm heading 100.
Stay safe.
Overlord ground. I am currently engaged, the fleet is currently engaged in anti-ship conflict with a potential enemy cruiser off the coast of Cobleti.
Magic Buick.
Buick, go ahead.
Do we have any cap available?
Nearest cap is 60 miles behind you, northwest. They they might be able to assist, but there are no feet wet enemy targets at this point.
Unit Dagger, be advised we are currently inbound as fast as we can without letting all of our fuel.
We're extending pretty far south to Batumi right now. We probably need that cap support.
Field Magic, your closest element is less than 40 miles from the target of opportunity.
Copy. Copy. Alright, Gunboat static. Go ahead and head back to the fleet. If you think you have eyes on any kind of target getting close, then continue. That's safety first. Head back to the fleet if nothing's available right now. We need cap in the air.
Yeah, roger that. I'll head back. I don't see anything on site right this second.
I'm not far from Gunboat, but I'm watching the harms going in.
Have it. Fly heading 336.
Dagger Magic, can you vector 125 to be able to assist in case any air threats come up for Buke flight?
Magic Dagger, vectoring 125 now.
Yeah, I'm just in the range there when I turn back from some of these SAM sites, so be warned.
Copy. Did you get your TGP in that general area?
I did, yeah, and I scanned left and right and kept it in that area, but I couldn't get close enough to see anything.
Copy. Just make sure your TGP
To retract your elements, there seems to be a fairly safe flight inbound to from them. Baron 3 they should be okay. I'll vector in Dagger to support.
Static. Fly heading 330. We're back to the fleet. Going into enemy territory. Turn around.
Roger. Should be disabled.
Magic, no air targets currently north of Sukumi.
Copy. Be advised, Buick is going to see if we can do something about S3 site that we spotted.
Yeah, copy, go ahead. We're a bit low on cap, but I'll try to give you a call as soon as possible.
Buick, copy. Buick flight, get yourselves ready with some Mavericks or sidearms, your choice. We are taking on the S3 site to disable
Dagger 2 from Magic, elected to threat.
Roger.
Cap ready.
Dagger 2, Magic, threat 26 miles, and nose hop.
Buick flight, be advised, lead is landing on the rearm and refuel.
Angel 2-4, roger.
I'll come with you, Gumbo.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to see how close I can get.
Roger.
Magic, are you on this frequency?
Good flight. Do you have a location on the S3 side? I can raise for you if you need it.
Magic, Dagger 2, update on the bogey bearing. Give me a blow up.
Dagger 2 bearing 340, 20 miles and less.
Turning cold, he's firing.
Angels 22 and descending.
I can get within 18
Dagger
miles.
2, you have one friendly in front of you.
Yeah, Tally, that's the S300, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
No, negative. That's the
Dagger 3 merged.
Sorry, S86. I don't know what it does. It's the shorter range one. The closer to the coast.
S3 is short, S300's high.
Correct. S300 is closer to Sukumi. The one that's currently heading 040 from the fleet. That is the shorter range one. The one just right next to the coast.
Okay, BX2's got 2.6 on the fuel and I'm heading back to base for refuel.
Good flight. Does anyone have GB12s?
Dagger 2, updates Dagger 150.
Dagger 2 is out of fuel.
Buddy lasing doesn't
Copy
work.
that.
Blasting shack, cold ready.
I have eyes on the SA.
Dagger 2 and 4. You have inbound SU-27 bearing 300, 30 miles. It seems to be going for the AWACS, if you can assist.
Magic, Dagger 1, I've refueled, I'm out now.
Copy that. Dagger 1 from Sachi bearing 170 for 30 miles.
Good flight. Head RWR. Magic, good flight. Be advised, we are going to try to assist the AWACS. Can we get a heading?
Buick had heading 270 for 35 miles for intercept.
Angels, please.
Angels 40.
Holy shit.
No
Copy
chance.
that. We're still gonna try anyways. I'm burning over there. Oh, quote unquote burning.
Roger, cut you up.
All flights update target of opportunity cruiser from the fleet. Fleet has been able to sink it.
Good flight. Dump all ordnance beside the M9s.
Cap en route.
Dagger 1, update bearing 185, 30 miles, intercept.
I'm on the carrier. What do you want me to do?
All Buick flight take off with aim 9.
Magic, give me a bogey dope off my nose. I am seeing contrails above me. Approximately 20 to 30 miles potential.
Copy. Bearing
The plane
190,
could use some work, but I've successfully crash landed.
break. Dagger 1, bearing 190, 30 miles, closest target to you is enemy.
Solid copy, I have cons in sight going nose cold and pursuing.
Make sure it's not the AWACS.
AWACS is defensive.
Magic BX2 is RCB at this time.
Can confirm it's not AWACS, it is maneuvering hard. AWACS is chucking flares out.
Cap Joy, heading in.
Which idiot put the AWACS over there?
Magic advised. What angels is the AWACS at?
AWACS is at Angels 30 and steady.
That's the Bendy-Con trail.
Gringle, you got two Harriers coming in as well from the left.
Looks like an SU-27 is about to take down our AWACS.
Bearing 290, 30 miles out.
AWACS is hitting, going down.
Mayday, Mayday, Magic's going down.
should put the AWACS out of the missile range.
Tuvas, any joy on hostile fighters?
Can't take the shots right now until they're too close.
I'm heading directly over there.
They collided. They collided. They're both down, both down.
One of Red's just suicided himself into AWACS.
Levi's got Shit. All flights be advised. No progress in a long time. Coffee's calling off the mission. Well, Buick flight's gonna land back at Zero.
Technically, this counts as a victory. Our far objective was the Sakumi airbase.
I got $10 since Coffee tells us we lost our AWACS completely. When on a Navy fleet usually carries around 5 or 6.
What kind of approach are you going on, Tuvas?
I'm gonna do an overhead brake as I pass over the Terra and then come back around for a side landing.
Hey, firm.
I'm about to pass over the Terra now. Lead brake.
See you in Discord, boy. See ya.
Full break.
Lead turning for base.
Oh, I was on 243.
Lead on final.
Landing gear, landing gear. Landing gear, landing gear. Landing gear, landing gear.
4 down.
Very nice, Cap.
Hammer, so how did you do? What did you do? I didn't see anything, so what did you do?
I had some unfortunate technical problems, but Trash flew his mission, so I suggest he tells you what he did.
20 seconds, Trash, go!
Well, waited for my number 1, couldn't make it due to technical reasons, got out just about when I was to turn into the coast, ran into flankers, luckily got one and then tailed it out for refuel.
Well done, Trash. Did you survive?
I survived, pure luck.
Well done, Trash.
Yeah, it shot me down.
Okay, good show. Buick, 2 bears.
Yeah, so Buick Flight was in charge of recon using targeting pods as well as wild weaseling as needed. Turns out we didn't quite need the wild weasel because we were able to locate 2 major SAM sites, a S300 site as well as, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the more ancient
SA3.
SAM site. Yeah, SA3 site. One on the coast, the other one further inland. So we were able to get the locations of both those, and I think we also got a location of a ship, but I think that got sunk, so that may not be an issue.
Gotcha. Dagger, how did you guys get on?
Not bad. So we came in, we tried to intercept the bears. I think caught a few on the way out. We didn't manage to get them on the way in, but we did manage to hit, what was it, like maybe
I got at least 2. I had 2 as well, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, because I hit one and you finished him off, because by then I got shot down by an R-77, which was a pain in the butt, because I didn't actually have my RWR on.
Cool.
But aside from that, we then essentially orbited the fleet, tried to keep track of what the Harriers were doing and where they were. Every time we had MiG-29s nails, we just pointed at them, noses warm, fly out for a little bit, let them know we're here. As soon as they turn cold, come back again. There was no point in risking our airframes for a fight that we just can't win. We're not getting baited over the coast into the red SAM net.
Good show. Okay, cool. So I didn't know that any bears were there, so that's pretty cool. F-15s, how did you get on? Don't tell me you lost any airframes or you will be punched.
We lost about 3, actually 4.
How many did you take down for that number?
4.
1.
Maverick got 2 kills, Warren got 1 or 2, I believe.
Warren got
Okay.
1.
I'm not sure about that.
So at least you took someone with you.
Yep, we did.
Yeah. At the beginning, when we first got over on station, there was a flight of 229s that we managed to turn away and I think kill one of them that was flying basically on the deck. And after that, we went to go over the fleet, and there was then a flight of 4 27s or 4 29s that came at us, and we got taken out by them. And I think Maverick might have gotten one of them.
Reds, because I literally didn't get to see anything, so what happened in your eyes, Red? Did you get anything done?
Well, from our point of view, Blue looked to huddle very closely to the fleet, and we didn't detect much else happening, so we made the assumption that Blue is just trying to lure us into the SAM net of the missiles. We did have a bear attack on the fleet. We had 72 cruise missiles launched at them, and I need to do a battle damage assessment because I'm pretty sure some of them got through.
Cool. Sounds like you shot down a bunch of F-15s as well, and I think that was an AWACS or something got shot down.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the AWACS because a carrier group would have more than a few spares.